24/7 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Meteorologist Jackson Chastain here with a quick episode of Beyond the Forecast. Today we're going to be looking at what to expect for Christmas. I know a lot of people have big travel plans. They want to make sure that they're going to be safe. Other people may be hoping for a white Christmas. Some people hoping that it's just going to be relatively dry and pleasant. I'm going to have all those answers. I do want to go right off the bat and address whether we're going to see some sort of white Christmas. All signs pointing to right now, probably not. In fact, the last time we saw a white Christmas, that was in 2012, and that was with 1 inch of snow on the ground. So it really wasn't that much of a white Christmas, but because it was 1 inch, we do count it. But there's lots of things actually working against seeing further snowfall. Number one, the pattern over the next 3 days. So by Tuesday, we're sitting in the low 30s. Not so much of a problem, but Wednesday brings a high of 45 degrees. Thursday brings a high of 50 degrees, and that pretty much is going to melt off any remaining snow that we're seeing on the ground, other than those piles that you tend to see in the parking lot and whatnot. So that is one of those big issues for us that's really going to stop us from seeing just plain snow on the ground. Well, the other question has to be asked, what are we going to see in terms of the broader upper level pattern? Is there anything there that could maybe bring a storm system in? Well, actually, believe it or not, should be relatively quiet, and all models are pointing to a pattern of basically broad upper level ridging. So that means you have the jet stream kind of in an inverted U shape, and under that inverted U, you get high pressure. And because you have high pressure, you tend to see above average temperatures, which is what we're going to be seeing over a lot of the U.S. over the next few weeks. In fact, during that Christmas time period, likely much of the country will be seeing warmer than average temperatures. Now, here in the mid-state, I would say closer to near average or maybe even slightly above average, but certainly not anything that's going to be super hot. As for potential precipitation chances themselves, we're dealing with kind of a mix of dry air at times and then maybe slightly not so dry air. But I don't think we're going to see a lot of moisture move through during that Christmas time frame. You can see this in our precipitable water model here, that the dry air just kind of lingers around. You can see some areas kind of to the south to the west that maybe have a little bit more moisture infused into that air mass, but in general, not anything that is going to be super juiced up for us if a storm system were to come through. So that does leave us with our Christmas outlook, and we are, many, many days away. So it's kind of hard to really pinpoint things, but this gives you a broader stroke picture of what to expect. So you got that upper level ridging. That does mean that temperatures are likely to be near average or slightly above average, just based on where the positioning of the mid-state is relative to that high pressure. You also have just unremarkable amounts of moisture, so not anything that would be associated with a big storm chance or that would fuel a big storm chance, which means as for precipitation, kind of a wait-and-see situation, because sometimes you get ridge riders and stuff like that. But if we do see something, more than likely it's going to be rain, just based on the fact that temperatures are going to be near or slightly above average. So likely not a white Christmas. Of course, we're always watching that data. We'll keep you posted. But I just wanted to give you guys just a broad picture of what to expect for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Hopefully this has been helpful. This has been a quick episode of Beyond the Forecast. I'm meteorologist Jackson Chastain.